Hey there. Uh, I learned how to do that little transition thing today. I'm gonna be doing it more. We have a game here called Stillwater. It's a visual novel. I just saw it on itch.io. I think it's under psychological thriller or something like that. It's like a mystery game. Um, but yeah, we're gonna be playing through. I ain't got much else to say. Let's get it going. Start it up. This is the work of fiction. The resemblance to any real life people is purely okay. Yeah. Your discretion is advised. All that. Caretaker. I'm sorry, but I can't stay here anymore, Nina. I feel like I'm going crazy. Nina, calm down. If we can just talk it out. So many strange things keep happening, one after another. Every day, there is this damn dripping sound. I thought it was some leaking at first, but I check every faucet, every ceiling, everything, and still I'd hear it everywhere, constantly echoing in my ears. Nina, I said Nina, I meant Nina, please listen to me. Oh, but the water? That damn water. Why do I have an accent? What the hell am I doing? Water? Yes, it's everywhere. Pools of it all over the house. Every time I try to mop it all up, another will appear. There's no end to it. Ah, but it's at night. It's at night when it comes. What are you talking about? I hear someone or something walking along the hallways at night. Maybe it's just my grandfather. No, Nina, it's not him. I thought it was, but it's not. But I've seen it. That thing? What's she talking about? I only glimpsed at it once, but I'm more than certain that thing was not your grandfather. Ever since that night, I would lock my door and pray it would walk past my room. Dot. I don't know what's going on, but I swear it just keeps walking. Always walking on pools of water. Sometimes I can hear them randomly. Their steps are erratic and faint, but I can still hear them. W voice actor. Just this steady pace up and down the halls. But I think recently it's no longer like that. What do you mean? Every morning, I follow to see where the wet wet footprints lead. It walks towards something more clearly than before. It would walk down the halls, climb the stairs, and turn the corners. All of it I'd follow. Eventually, the trail would come to a stop. And it would all stop right by your grandfather's room. His room? If this is some sick joke to scare me away, then please stop. It's not a joke, Nina. I'm putting the accent back on her. I don't care. I just feel like doing it. I meant what I said. I meant when I said that there is something wicked going on in this house. That can't be true. I know this is a lot, but you have to believe me. I can't stay here any longer. I'm sorry, Nina. ... It's okay. I understand. Thank you for taking care of my grandfather up until now, and I'm sorry for all the stress I've caused you. I'll be sure to pay you right away as soon as Nina, listen to me. I don't know what's going on around here, but the woman on the phone cautiously looks around, turning her head constantly back and forth, looking over her shoulder to find, if any, others listening in. Hey, can you get... Come on, can you focus? Can you focus? Can you... She grips the phone so close to her ear in a vice-like grip before speaking again in a hushed tone. Something terrible is lurking in this house. I don't know what it is, but please, as soon as you get back, take your grandfather and just leave this place. Hey, can you stop with the... Alright. Leave? I can't just leave everything behind. We have nowhere else to go. No, okay, that's the last time, camera. I'm not gonna hold you. Please, Nina. This place is not safe. The rumors, they're true. The curse is real. My family is not cursed. But Nina, at this rate, you and your family will... A pause. Cold and sharp tenseness strains the call as both women, exhausted and stressed beyond their comfort, try to stifle their growing frustrations towards one another. Neither yield to the other's thoughts, only leaving anger and hurt to fester through the silence. After what feels like a suffocating stillness, Nina finally sighs heavily and responds bluntly to the caretaker. Look, I don't know what you heard or saw, but I can't just leave things like this. Whoever or whatever they are, they still have to answer to me. I won't let them have their way. Oh my god, Nina? Nina's that bitch! Chill out. I won't have time wasting my energy on this stupid curse. So if you can't help me, then so be it. I'll find a way. Nina. My grandfather is all I have left. He is all I have left. Caretaker. ... Oh, you see? Man, if you don't focus, you stupid. Dinner, 7 a.m. Amid a foggy morning, there sits a man by the corner of a booth. He drinks black coffee, and depending on his mood, occasionally orders a donut. And today, it was just a black coffee. Oh, he's not in the mood. I like that. I like that. I like that. What the fuck? Hugo? Why Hugo look like this? No disrespect. That nigga nose is not there. Bro look like Voldemort. Bro look like a pretty Voldemort. Alright, let me... Hugo. Ugh. I swear, I've never seen that amount of paperwork in my life. A freaking mountain worth of it. You're a valuable member of our team, Hugo. My foot. Starting to believe that I was bamboozled into joining their agency. Huh. Hugo. Wait. Hugo Laurent, age 30, takes a good look at his... I ain't gonna hold you old heads, man. I guess we old heads in this game. Takes a good look at his cup of Joe and chugs it all in one sitting. Damn! Then he continues to grumble to himself about last night's grueling work at the office. I really need to find a different job. As he contemplates his poor life choices, he looks towards he looks out towards the early mist. There was something inherently terrifying about the fog to him, how it engulfs everything and nothing. I think the game is loading. There it is. Even if it disappears, it always leaves behind traces. This soundtrack is fucking crazy. Oh my god. Proof of it remaining. Damn. Even in a quaint little town like this, I can't even run from my fate. I guess. Like I did that. Hugo finally stares at the compiled newspaper clippings he put together. Some of them from recent events, but mainly all were past headlines of missing person cases. No matter how many times I see this, it's still just as hard to look at. Fixating case after case, can't help but remind himself that there is a reason for all of this. An all too personal reason. Seeing strange things comes at a price. In the end, I'm the one doing this to myself. Sounds rough. Wait, this is obviously a girl's voice, but you know, I can't. Sounds rough. Mind if I join ya? Mind if I join? Cue ya? An annoyingly familiar voice interrupts his train of thought. He slowly looks up to see the one responsible, although reluctantly. Oh my god. This is like... Good morning, Hugo. Hugo scowls and turns away from him, then gathers his files and shoves it back into the binder. Meanwhile, the tall man takes this as an initiative and sits at the opposite end of the booth. He greets the waitress passing by and orders himself the hefty body breakfast special with an extra plate. As usual, the waitress is happy to oblige and goes back to the counter to relay his order. The man then looks back at Hugo. He sees the empty cup and the jumbled newspaper clippings, all while Hugo is trying to ignore him. You really should eat something with that black coffee. Not ordering any donuts today? I'm fine, Noah. I'm just not in the mood, okay? Not even a little. ... There's a momentary silence between them before Noah disrupts it once more. Well, too bad for you. I ordered a big breakfast for the two of us. Two? As if the world could grace Noah with an even more perfect punchline. The food arrives. Why the hell did you order for the two of us? Just eat what you want to eat. Don't worry about me. Wow. Mukang Masa. Oop. Right, Hugo? Are you even listening to me? Come on now. We both know that if you don't eat now, who knows when you will. When you will. And I'm not about to let you faint again. I butchered that. So open wide. Alright, buddy, chill out. Dot. Noah. Noah De Leon, age 27, a natural born charmer. No, he's just tall. Is also the only person in the world who lovingly threatens him to eat every day. Said lovingly. That's so nuts. With a pensive look, Hugo finally gives in and eats the generous spoonful without further complaints. Dot. It's good. I could have done better. You gonna let me go back? It's gloof. I can't. I'm not gonna lie. I butchered that too. I try to do a mouthful impression. Right? Good food would always cheer you up. Help cheer you up. Damn him. I got swept away again. Oh, by the way, the chief will be out for a business trip. She mentioned it will be for a couple of days. When did she tell you about this? I didn't hear anything about it. Yesterday, I think? Yesterday? She told me to sort out the cabinets yesterday. She didn't even mention anything about a business trip. I guess it was a pretty sudden one. Well, I mean, she did tell me to tell you. And lucky me, I know where you go every morning. Dot. You know what? I'm not surprised anymore. Well, what do you want to do? We technically have the day off. I'm gonna head back to the office. There's ooh, itch behind the ear. There's a couple of boxes I didn't get a chance to sort out. In that case, I'll come with you. Why? You could just rest for the day. And pass up on this opportunity to know you better, Kuya? Quit it. After their enlightening banter, the two of them finish their breakfast, pay for their meals, and head to Hugo's car. Wait, he didn't pay for my meal? What's that? Oh, I thought my camera was broken. Bro, I'm looking at the lines. I'm looking at the lines for the camera. I'm thinking my camera's broken. I don't know why I thought that. Alright, back to this. As Noah opens up the door to the passenger seat, he notices a bloodhound sleeping inside. Yo, that is the cutest shit ever. Yo, the big dog stirs at the sound of the car opening and lazily stares at Noah. Oh, I'm sorry, big guy. Then he closes the door while trying not to make much noise to disturb its occupant, Kobe. At the sound of his name, his heavy-lidded eyes slowly peek to see who calls for him. Yo, this is the cutest fucking dog. It's his one and only partner is human. After realizing who he is, or where he is, the old bloodhound stirs up from his sleep, pounces at Hugo, proceeds to wag his tail uncontrollably. Oh, that was the bark at the beginning. Sick. Good morning again, Kobe. You have a nice nap? Kobe, 8 years old, That's not too old. He's got like a year or two before he gets like this nigga is a senior citizen in dog years at that point. Hugo's most faithful and loving partner in crime has the biggest tendency to just sleep all over the place. Noah, who is witnessing all of this from the back seat, chuckles to himself. He is amazed and slightly defeated at Hugo's sudden surge of energy. Ha! Doesn't matter how many times I try. When it comes to boosting his mood, nobody can beat Kobe. Agency, 7:50 a.m. Bro, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm finna just get used. I'm just gonna get used to messing up, bro. Because all this going backwards and fixing what I messed up, bro. I'm off of that, bro. I see people mess up all the fucking time, and it doesn't bother them, so it shouldn't bother me. The three head back to the office. The space is just the same as Hugo left it. A decent, organized mess. A decent, organized mess? What the fuck, oxymoron? To his credit, for the amount of boxes he painstakingly went through, he believes he did a fair job. Albeit, it could have been better. Man, what the fuck? Wow, you really outdid yourself, Hugo. It looks less crowded. Ah, shut it, will you? I said I was gonna get to it. Thanks, boy. He said, yeah, he said, get off my back. Hey. He said, stop. I'm not gonna, let me chill out. I was finna. Before Hugo could continue to give deserved head pats, he notices someone. A woman stands timidly peering outside from the storefront. She looks a bit frantic, and even more restless with her disheveled and ill-fitted clothes, drawing emphasis to her already too visible petite frame. The woman tries... Oh, bit. God damn, itch. The woman tries to grasp the door handle several times, but stops before she could touch it. Her brows furrow, agitated and distressed about something. So much to the point it's preventing her from just simply reaching out for help. However, when she finally makes eye contact with Hugo, she immediately rushes in. I'm so sorry. What the hell? Wow, these character designs are... Yo! I just realized I'm not gonna get a picture of him, but this looks just like my friend who's blonde with blue eyes, bro. It looks just like dude. It looks... I just remembered I gotta text him. It looks just like the dude. That is crazy as hell. It looks just like him, bro. Just like him. I know that the closed sign is up, but I saw you come in and Are you alright, miss? I need your help. My grandfather, he... Ooh. Wait. You see how she's a little brown? She might have really had that accent. I'm tripping for saying that. Before she can continue explaining, Noah swiftly cuts her off cuts in front of Hugo and intervenes in all too practiced manner. It's okay, miss. We'll hear what you have to say. So please, why don't you sit right over here? Noah gestures to one of the empty seats at the other side of the office. Why is my ear just messing with me? The poor woman hesitates for a moment. She clutches desperately to the strap of her purse, her eyes focusing apprehensively on them and at the gestured seat. After mulling over Noah's offer, she quickly glances back and nods. The woman then walks towards the corner of the room and sits at the edge of the sofa. Her posture is wary and tense, giving no signs of comfort for even this brief moment of peace. Noah, can you start off by telling us your name? I apologize for earlier. Excuse me. Excuse me. I apologize for earlier. I'm usually a bit more composed than this, but I guess I'm failing at that too. My name is Nina Mortimer. Okay, I was being a little racist with the brown stuff. Hello, Miss Nina. My name is Noah DeLeon. I'm one of the assistants here. That big guy next to you is our lovely assistant, Kobe. And the one brooding over here is private investigator Hugo Laurent. I'm not brooding, I'm just tired. And our chief is away on business, but I think we can still accommodate you. So how can we help, Miss Nina? For just a moment, Nina appeared a bit more lax, more hopeful, maybe even relieved from this warm welcome. However, she once again tenses up. The guilt and shame come rushing back to her visible by the creases of her brow as she once again realizes why she is here. I need help watching over my grandfather tonight. Tonight? Yes, I know it's a strange request, but my hands are tied on this. It has to be tonight. I'm sorry, Nina, but I don't quite understand. Is your grandfather in any danger? ... I think someone is trying to take him away. Huh? Take him? Miss Nina, I think you should contact the police right away. They are far more equipped at handling this kind of situation. No, they're not. Oh my god, you look crazy. I've tried requesting their help, but they've given me the same answer verbatim for weeks now. They would send someone out to watch over the manor for the entire day, but at the end of their routine, they would always report back nothing unusual. They saw no one else leaving or arriving at the house other than me or their caretaker. And despite telling them all in detail about the letters and the strange things that have been happening, there's nothing that they can do about it but just sit around until it escalates even more. I can't sit and wait any longer. Any more of this and it'll be too late. If only I knew who Lewis was. Lewis? She lets out a gasp, her hands out to cover her mouth, realizing she had said too much so carelessly. Fuck you mean too much? You're talking to a goddamn private investigator. You better tell me every goddamn thing, stupid. What you talking about? You better tell me everything. What? She tries to avert her gaze, but Hugo stares persistently at her. Miss Nina, who is Lewis? And why are they the ones causing all of this? Once more she contemplates. Her brows knit closely together as she bites her lip nervously. It's as if the words she wanted to say suddenly died out, too heavy to even utter. A mistake she can't take back. Before the silence reaches further, Noah speaks to Nina with a gentle and reassuring tone. Miss Nina, I know it's scary. All of the things you've mentioned to us so far, no one should ever have to experience, especially by themselves. And I assure you, we'll listen to all of it. I promise. Wild and manic eyes search deeply at them, trying desperately to discern any doubt or mistrust on their faces. However, all she sees are people willing to give their time to simply listen to her, to actually help her. From this alone, Nina looks to the side where her purse is and opens it. Tucked inside one of the pockets, she takes out a single, slightly crumpled envelope with a pigmented red wax seal pressed in the middle. At a glance, Hugo can tell right away that this letter appears to be a bit more worn out and antique. And yet, despite its delicate form, it remains well preserved, well kept. It's as if the letter itself was untouched by time forever. Okay, my bad. It's as, I said I wasn't gonna restart it. Let me get this one. It's as if the letter itself was untouched by time, forever waiting to be opened. Grandfather has been receiving cryptic letters for the past month now. The letters didn't come with an address or a name of the sender, but this one is different from the rest. It had the name Lewis on it. As she hands over the letter, Hugo notices her hand slightly shaking. Nina is still avoiding his gaze, but he knows she is trying in earnest. But before he could reach out his hand, he senses it. Faint shift in the room, unnoticeable to the others, but all too glaringly clear for him. There is something wrong with this letter. Suddenly, Hugo recoils his hand away in pain, like being struck with something sharp so spontaneously, so memorable, that even if the pain disappears within seconds, a hint of it remains. Something so small, akin to a prick from a rose's thorn, or more like paper cut. Are you alright? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you. No, I'm fine, Miss Mortimer. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. I just noticed something too. The way that he was comparing the feeling he was getting was like being in a fog. Like how he described the fog, how it remains after. Hugo stares squarely at the cut. A thin red line starts to form slowly at the top of his index finger, trailing down and stopping just above the first crease. A red so clearly visible it's taunting. That doesn't look like a normal paper cut to me. Let me get you a band-aid. You know, it's fine, Noah, I don't need one. But really, it's fine. It doesn't even hurt that much. Noah takes one good look at him before sighing exasperatedly and sitting back down in his chair, still eyeing on Hugo's hand. Hugo shrugs and returns his attention back to the letter, but this time, luckily, nothing happens. For it to reach all the way out there with just a letter alone is truly terrifying. What? What's it? Carefully, he removes the content of the envelope and unfolds it. At first, it looks like any other normal written message. A person named Lewis is asking the other, Henry, to come meet him by the lake at midnight, needing to share something important with him. However, what's eerily striking about this is not the letter itself. Appearing at the bottom of the page, a message, scrawled, unlike the rest, stands visibly out to Hugo. A message that shouldn't be there. Remember our promise, Henry. Okay, this is nuts. When did you receive this letter? Yesterday. And your grandfather, where is he right now? He's currently back at the house with the caretaker. Almost said caretaker. I promised them I wouldn't be out for too long. I made an agreement with them, you see. Oh, what sort of agreement? The caretaker. We have now agreed to watch over my grandfather, but only during the day. Before nightfall, they would leave exactly at the same time. Before nightfall? I wanted to believe that this whole thing was an elaborate scheme to scare my family away. And no, this sounds crazy, but at one point, I thought everyone was in on it. I feel that. I had a shroom trip that made me feel like that. I'm gonna do a story time on that. The mail carriers, the officers, the caretakers. Everyone had a hand at making our family suffer. But this one was different. Up until now, I've never heard of anyone by that name. Not a relative or a family friend. But they clearly know who grandfather is. If I don't do something about this, I'll lose him too. Just by uttering the words alone, Nina begins to break down. The stress, the anxiety, the fatigue, all of it was catching up to her. Her body hunches forward, hands pressed close to her eyes as she tries to cover the stream of tears running down her face. As an act of comfort, Colby sits closer to Nina, while Noah fetches tissues for her. Hugo, on the other hand, is puzzled. She said this whole thing has been going on for the past month, but something doesn't add up. No, he's one of that. God dang, you with this focusing crap. Can you not do that? Like, I can't look at the camera the entire time. Please stop. I'm talking to the camera like you're a person. The fuck? She said this whole time. Okay, yeah, but something doesn't add up. And before nightfall, I think there's something more. Before nightfall, I think there's more to this she is not admitting. Whatever happened in that letter, with the letter, I am more than certain that whoever or whatever Lewis is, they're coming for blood. Oh shiz. Hold up. So we're at our first major part, I guess. It's asking us a question whether to take this woman's case or not. And I'm guessing this is gonna be like where everything stems from, this one decision. So we're gonna get two different endings based off this one. Alright. So shit. We're gonna end here. We're gonna choose next episode, or I'm gonna choose before the next episode, and that's the one we're gonna go with, whatever I choose. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good recording session. Cool with this one. Yeah. Peace.